In April last year, Tesco was fined £7.5 million for selling out-of-date food. Everyone is surely familiar with use-by dates on food packaging, and that is supposedly to guarantee that the food is safe to eat. However, in September 2020, Tesco reportedly pleaded guilty in Birmingham Magistrates Court to 22 different offences and was later fined in April. These various violations was around 67 different products which were out of date and being sold between 2015 and 2017 in 3 different shop locations. After the first incident, Birmingham City Council environmental health officers visited the store in June of 2015 after a complaint that there was half a dozen or so packaged food on their shelves which were beyond the use-by date. However, going back in April 2016 and May 2017, officers found further products that were still beyond their use-by date. Some of the products including falafel, hummus wraps, grapes and strawberries, with mould growing on some of them. Mark Croxford, head of environmental health for Birmingham City Council, said the case sends a warning to other retailers to ensure that their stock is in date, and if they're found to be breaching these rules, then action will be taken. And goes on to say the manufacturers put the date on products to guarantee that the food is safe, and ignoring the date completely undermines consumer safety. There were numerous missed opportunities to check the dates on these products and remove them from display, and the fact incidents were found on several occasions in different stores over 14 months is a major concern. Judge Qureshi said the decision from Tesco to invite the officers back in 2016 after the 2015 incident was effectively an own goal because out-of-date items were found yet again. The judge said Tesco had tried to avoid being prosecuted and avoided pleading guilty at the earliest opportunity for the 2016 offences. They tried Hertfordshire County Council, the Office for Product Safety and Standards, and the High Court, but failed dismally. He said, "In my view, it is not that they've been uncooperative, but my criticism is that the guilty plea must rank as probably the most reluctant guilty plea in legal history. Since 2014, the law has been absolutely clear that food cannot be sold after the use-by date. Tesco says the law needed to be clarified. It was crystal clear, but Tesco tried to make it confusing." He went on to say Tesco are only pleading guilty because they've run out of options. The Sentencing Council desperately needs to introduce another table into their sentencing tables. They need to give guidance on multi-billion-pound companies. But all of this raises a very interesting question as to the use-by date itself, because I'd be very interested to know how many of you watching have gone on to consume food that is beyond the use-by date, or whether you simply throw it away out of course. Do you check the fruit for mould before deciding to eat it? Do you smell the meat to see if it really has gone bad just because it's beyond the use-by date? The difference being, however, is that shops cannot sell food that has gone beyond this use-by date, and that's what the law says. In their defence, Tesco reportedly used evidence from a food microbiologist, Slim Dinsdale, who compared the cotton-like mould found on the grapes to the mould in cheese, and found the food was not unsafe to eat after the use-by date. Although the judge in the case said this was at odds with the feeling of disgust that the public would have had on seeing mould on the grapes. Perhaps you agree, perhaps you don't agree. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. However, ultimately, if you see food on the shelves which is beyond the use-by date and make complaints about it, and enough complaints are made about it, then shops just like Tesco might find themselves back in court being fined millions of pounds for selling out-of-date food products. So I hope you found this video interesting. Please give it a like and subscribe, because we're here on Easy Chinese Cooking. So don't forget to check out our other videos with delicious dishes that you can try that we genuinely make at home. Thanks for watching.